what is aquaponics? It's actually one of the most sustainable ways of gardening that we can do now that grows food faster and uses less water. So jump on in, let's have a look and talk about what is aquaponics and let you get a really good understanding of how you can have it anywhere. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm putting videos up every couple of days, so make sure that you hit subscribe so you can get all of them. Rightio, so I just said aquaponics is a great way of gardening. It's one of the most sustainable ways of gardening, and I know that sounds like a huge claim, but it is. What it is, and we can do this in any environment, in any climate, in any space. This is sorry to interrupt. Look, to really boost your aquaponics learning, jump on over to my website for some free online training, and it's really structured and it's going to help you get a really good grasp of how this works rather than trying to pick it bits and pieces everywhere. Let's get the foundations happening, okay? So some free online training at www.theaquaponicslady.com. Jump on over and get your free training. Small system, but you can have so much smaller inside, and you can have so much bigger outside or in greenhouses or in glass houses or in hot houses. There are so many options, and that's what makes it perfect in any area. Seriously, any area. Freezing cold, really hot, you can work around this. And you can do it inside or outside. And it's really sustainable in the sense of we're recycling the water. So once we fill it up, we're constantly using the water. And the best part about it is we've made it into a form of an ecosystem. So we're taking nature, we're replicating nature, and we're putting it into an ecosystem, so into a man-made design, and we're using fish that are constantly producing a type of fertiliser that our plants can use. And with the system, we have a filtration system to make sure that that fertiliser that the fish are producing is able to be absorbed by the veggies. So that's what happens in our filter part. And what happens is the veggies will then filter the water for the fish. So it's a beautiful balance of everything that happens. The fish provide the fertilizer for the veggies, and the veggies filter the water for the fish. And it happens in a small little contained system where we're replicating nature, which is we're taking what happens in nature and putting it into a small space. Now, this is just a little, a small little barrel system, but as I said, it's the same principle if you want to do it inside. And I've got a small little aquarium that I'm growing some herbs in, one herb in. I can do that inside. Simple. I also have a larger system, which is not as large as others, but that's the thing. You can build it to be as large or as small as you need it to be. The fish provide the fertilizer for the veggies filter the water for the fish, and in that we have what's called nitrifying bacteria that makes this happen, and that's why I say it's an ecosystem. We're using less water than our soil garden because the water is constantly cycling around, and our fish are producing constant fertilizer, so that means that the veggies are getting constant fertilizer, so they grow faster than in a soil garden. Now, I'm not a snob, I love soil gardens, okay? But look at where we're heading in this world. Soil is getting more and more degraded, eroded. In some areas where there's droughts, we're starting to have serious issues with our soil. Having a man-made system set up like this is a way of being able to secure your food security. Okay, it's one of the best ways forward. It is incredibly sustainable. And I can't use any form of chemicals on my aquaponic system because that'll kill my fish. So I know that everything that I eat is healthy. Depending on the size of your system and your aquaponic system, will depend on what you can grow. So what I can grow inside over my aquariums is generally some type of herb or green lettuce, spinach, something like that. And something like this, a little bit bigger, I could get away with some capsicums and a tomato plant, something like that. So a bit more of the fruiting kind of vegetable. And if you go into a larger system like what I just showed you, your imagination is your limitation. How excellent and awesome is that? That is the concept of aquaponics. Who's not going to want to get started on this? Well, it's not for everybody, but if it's for you, it's a great way to get started. I suggest you start with something small something like that, or something inside. Get used to how the ecosystem works and flows, and then expand, because I guarantee you probably get really, really hooked on it.